Have you ever felt a soul-deep connection with someone? A bond so intense it defies logic and explanation? If so, you may have encountered your twin flame, the other half of your soul. Twin flame journeys are anything but ordinary. They're filled with emotional highs, painful separations, powerful awakenings, and divine timing. But what happens when all the chaos begins to settle, and everything starts pointing toward a forever union? In this video/post, we're diving deep into the clear signs that you and your twin flame are on the verge of marriage. Not just in the physical sense, but as a sacred soul contract finally reaching completion. From cosmic synchronicities to energetic shifts, these are the signs that love is not only in the air, it's written in the stars. Get ready. The wedding bells might be closer than you think. Unmistakable signs. You and your twin flame are on the path to marriage. When a twin flame connection matures, it begins to feel less like chaos and more like destiny falling into place. If you've been wondering whether you and your twin flame are finally moving toward union and possibly marriage, these signs are often impossible to ignore. Emotional stability between you both. After periods of intense emotional ups and downs, you begin to experience emotional peace in each other's presence. Even when challenges arise, you both handle them with maturity and love instead of fear and reactivity. This shift is a major sign that you're both ready for a lasting commitment. Shared vision for the future. You find yourselves talking openly about the future. Not just vague dreams, but shared goals like building a home, starting a family, or supporting each other's missions. This alignment shows your souls are finally vibrating in harmony, prepared for a lifelong partnership. External confirmation and synchronicities. The universe often echoes your inner knowing. You might start seeing wedding symbols, rings, ceremonies, bridal images, recurring angel numbers like 1111 or 713, a number of union, or even strangers mentioning marriage unexpectedly. These are divine winks nudging you forward. Inner peace and intuitive certainty. There's no more chasing or doubting. Instead, you feel a deep inner calm and a quiet knowing. This is my person. When you're aligned with your twin flame on a soul level, marriage becomes less about the need to prove something and more about honoring your divine connection. Life alignments are falling into place. Careers, finances, healing, and external responsibilities start to magically align, creating space for your union. It feels like the universe is clearing the path for you both to walk together, permanently, from separation to union. Why the final stage leads to marriage. The twin flame journey is rarely a straight path. It's a spiritual roller coaster filled with awakenings, pain, healing, and transformation. One of the most intense stages is separation, often marked by silence, confusion, and emotional distance. But here's the truth most people overlook. Separation isn't the end, it's the preparation. Here's why the final stage of the twin flame journey often leads to marriage and lifelong union. The separation stage sparks soul growth. During separation, both individuals are forced to face their shadows, heal old wounds, and break toxic patterns. This isn't just emotional, it's deeply spiritual. Without this phase, a true and lasting union wouldn't be possible. Marriage becomes the natural result when both souls have done the inner work and finally align. Letting go leads to alignment. One of the most powerful shifts happens when both twins surrender control. Instead of trying to force a reunion, they trust divine timing. In this space of surrender, the ego dissolves and love flows freely again. This surrender creates the energetic opening for reunion and marriage. Reunion feels different, calmer, stronger, more mature. When you come back together after separation, the connection feels more stable and grounded. You no longer fear losing each other. You've learned that the bond is unbreakable. This emotional maturity is a key foundation for sacred union, often formalized through marriage. The soul recognizes. It's time there's a deep knowing, an intuitive whisper that says, now is the time. When karmic cycles close and healing is complete, both twins feel ready to commit not just emotionally, but spiritually and physically. Marriage is the soul's way of anchoring that eternal connection in the physical world. The universe starts clearing the path. You'll notice sudden breakthroughs. Obstacles fall away, divine timing lines things up, and you're both placed in the same place physically, emotionally, or even geographically. It's like the universe is gently guiding you toward union, and union toward marriage. The final stage isn't just about reuniting, it's about merging two whole, awakened souls into one shared mission, one shared life. And often, that path leads directly to marriage, not just as a contract, but as a sacred soul union. Twin flame synchronicities that predict marriages is near. The twin flame journey is full of cosmic breadcrumbs, subtle and sometimes not so subtle signs that the universe is aligning you for divine union. As you approach the final stages, these signs become more intense, frequent, and clear, almost as if the universe is cheering you on toward a sacred commitment. If you're wondering whether marriage is around the corner, here are some powerful synchronicities that often show up right before twin flame union becomes permanent. Repeating numbers, angel numbers. Seeing repeating numbers isn't random. These are energetic codes sent by the universe. 11 and 11, alignment, divine timing, twin flame energy. 717, union and spiritual alignment between partners. 3, ascended masters supporting the connection. 222, partnership, balance, relationship harmony. 555, big life changes like engagement or moving in. If these numbers start showing up constantly on clocks, receipts, license plates, dreams, it's a strong sign that major shifts, including marriage, are approaching. Symbols of commitment appearing everywhere. You may start noticing marriage-related imagery out of nowhere, wedding rings in ads or dreams, hearing wedding bells or love songs that mention forever. Constantly stumbling on marriage-related content, TV, social media, conversations. These aren't coincidences. They're energetic affirmations that your union is moving toward a lifelong commitment. Vivid dreams or telepathic communication. You or your twin may begin dreaming of walking down the aisle, holding hands in front of a spiritual altar, seeing a child or home together, receiving a message from them about forever or soon. Many twin flames also report heightened telepathy during this stage. You'll feel their emotions, hear their voice in your mind, or receive intuitive nudges that something big is coming. Life suddenly aligns in your favor. When the universe is preparing your path for marriage, you'll experience delays suddenly resolving financial or career breakthroughs, emotional clarity and peace between you, old karmic ties ending naturally. These synchronicities show that the universe is removing the final blocks so your union can root in the physical world. you feel an unshakable inner knowing. Even without proof or confirmation, you simply know something is about to shift. You feel calm, trusting, and grounded. You've released fear and clinging. This soul-level certainty is often the final synchronicity, because when you're truly in alignment with divine timing, nothing can stop what's meant to be. Synchronicities are how the universe speaks, and when you're on the path to sacred union, these signs become louder, clearer, and more magical. If you're experiencing them, know this: your twin flame marriage may be closer than you think. The spiritual purpose of marriage between twin flames, marriage between twin flames, is not just a romantic milestone. It's a sacred union with a divine mission. While most traditional marriages focus on partnership in the physical world, twin flame marriage is a spiritual contract that serves a much greater purpose: to anchor unconditional love on earth and assist in the awakening of collective consciousness. Here's a closer look at the deeper spiritual reasons why twin flames are called into sacred union, and why their marriage goes far beyond vows and rings, to embody divine love in human form. Twin flames are two halves of the same soul essence. When they reunite and commit to each other in love, they become a living embodiment of source energy, the purest vibration of love that exists. Marriage becomes a container for unconditional love, forgiveness and healing, oneness and union of masculine and feminine energies. This kind of love becomes a frequency transmission, uplifting others just by being in their presence. To fulfill a shared soul mission, many twin flame couples come together not just for love, but to serve a higher purpose. Their union activates something bigger, creating spiritual or healing businesses, teaching, writing, or speaking from a place of soul wisdom, guiding others through the awakening process, creating conscious families or sacred communities. Their marriage becomes a powerful, energetic force that amplifies their impact, often becoming a catalyst for transformation in others. To heal collective karma through love. Twin flame marriages often occur after both individuals have worked through intense karmic cycles, not just from this life, but from many lifetimes. By coming together in conscious love, they break generational patterns, heal trauma through mutual presence and truth, release ancestral wounds from both lineages. This healing doesn't stop with them. It radiates outward, affecting family systems, future children, and even strangers they encounter. To anchor higher frequencies on Earth, the Earth is ascending, moving from fear-based systems to heart-based consciousness. Twin flames are key players in this shift. Their marriage becomes a portal for 5D love, helping to dissolve the old paradigms of codependency, control, and fear. Together, they hold space for conscious relationships, sacred masculinity and femininity, divine union as a spiritual path. Simply by being together, they raise the energetic frequency of the collective field to teach the world what true union looks like. Twin flame, marriage is not perfect, but it is authentic, healing, and spiritually driven. By living in transparency, deep intimacy, and mutual growth, twin flame couples model what love can truly be: a space for soul evolution, a mirror for truth and vulnerability, a commitment rooted in the soul, not the ego. They show the world that real love is a journey, not a fairy tale, but a sacred transformation.